I'm bouncing on my heels in the middle of the room, the curtains drawn tight against the afternoon gloom. I've got my hands wrapped in the tape of my regrets, dripping with the fever and the heavy cold sweats. I see you in the corner where the light begins to bend, waiting for the round that's never gonna end. Left hook to the loneliness, right cross to the why, but you can't draw blood from a ghost in your eye. I'm shadowboxing with your memory tonight, throwing punches at the darkness, but every time I swing, while you're sitting like a trophy on a dusty, distant shelf, I'm out of won't throw in the towel, fighting with a filler and a growl. Shadowboxing with your memory. You've got a perfect defense, you've got a ghost reach, telling me the lessons that only failures can teach. I try to duck and weave through the things you used to say, but you're hitting from the inside, 1,000 miles away. The referee is silent and the crowd has all gone home, leaving me to battle with the specter on my own. I'm swinging at the center view, I'm lunging at the air, trying to knock the spirit out of love. I'm shadowboxing with your memory tonight, throwing punches at the darkness, but every time I swing, while you're sitting like a trophy on a dusty, distant shelf, I'm out of won't throw in a towel, fighting with a filler and a growl. Shadowboxing with your memory. Count me out. 1, 2, 3. There's no one in the ring but me. 4, 5, 6. Broken hearts are hard to fix. 7, 8, 9. I'm running out of time. You quit. You're still standing there, untouched, unmoved, and I'm just down. The sound of someone collapsing on a wooden floor. Shadowboxing. Silence. The duvet is a desert, 30 inches feel like miles. I'm practiced in the art of faking heavy-lidded smiles. We're lying back to back, two mountains made of ice, buying into silence at a sacrificial price. I reach out for your shoulder, but my hand just hits the air. There's a hum inside the fabric like a ghost is living there. It's the sound of a radio tuned to a deadened frequency. It's the roar of the white noise drowning out you and me. There's static between the sheets tonight, a crackle in the dark, a blur in the light. Just waiting for the signal or the mercy of the end. Every touch is a spark that leaves a bitter taste. Living in the friction of a love gone to waste. Oh, there's static between the sheets. I remember when the cotton felt like clouds beneath our skin, before the bitter frequency started creeping in. Now every time we move, there's a sharp and sudden sting, a sharp reminder of the ruin that a hollow word can bring. The pillows are like concrete, the headboard is a wall, and we're just two receivers waiting for a phantom call. It's the hiss of the distance, it's the buzz of the blame. It's the way that the oxygen doesn't recognize your name. gets louder, a kingdom of salt, a castle of powder. I'd reach for the switch, I'd pull the plug from the wall, but we've forgotten how to move. Just burning, can you hear it? That high-pitched scream of the space in between. It's the only song left for us now. Static, cold electric. Sleep with the noise. I'm tracing the geometry of where we used to stand, the blueprint of a life we sketched in shifting desert sand. There's a ghost shape on the mattress, a dent upon the floor, where you used to kick your shoes off when you walked through that door. Now the sunlight hits the hardwood in a way that feels like glass, counting dust motes in the silence, watching minutes try to pass. I'm measuring the distance from the window to the hall, but I can't find the logic in the writing on the wall. Oh, the architecture of an empty room, it's built on hollow echoes in the scent of your perfume. I'm living in the angles of the things I didn't say. The structure is collapsing. The structure is collapsing since you turned and walked away. Four walls, no heartbeat, just a ceiling full of gloom. That's the architecture of an empty room. There's a square of faded wallpaper where your picture used to hang, a silent domination of the melody we sang. I tried to fill the corners with some furniture I bought, but you can't furnish a vacuum or a terrifying thought. Every floorboard has a memory, every shadow has a name, and the blueprints look like riddles since I lost you in the flame. I'm measuring the distance from the table to the bed, but I'm tripping on the promises that we left unsaid. Oh, the architecture of an empty room is built on hollow echoes and scent of your perfume. I'm living in the angles of the things I didn't say. The structure is collapsing. The structure is collapsing since you turned and walked away. Four walls, no heartbeat, just a ceiling full of gloom. That's the architecture of an empty room. I thought I was a builder, thought the foundation was stone, but you don't know how high a roof is till you're underneath it alone. The acoustics here are perfect for the sound of breaking down, a cathedral of I'm sorry in a quiet part of town. The nails are coming loose now. The drywall's getting thin. I'm a tenant in a temple of the man I might have been. Just a frame, just a shell, the architecture of an empty room. The house is a museum of a Tuesday afternoon. A half-drunk cup of coffee and a tarnished silver spoon. I've greased the hinges twice now, but they still know how to whine. A Pavlovian response to a ghost I claim was mine. I sit here in the hallway where the shadows like to crawl, staring at the brass plate on the other side of the wall. The silence is a mountain, the quiet is a roar, and I'm paralyzed by gravity 3 inches from the door. I'm living for the echo of your key in the lock, that phantom metal shiver at 6:30 on the clock. Ghost of a honey, I'm home, never arrive, where our memory survives. It's the loudest sound in the universe, the one I'll never hear, just the echo of your key ringing in my ear. I imagine how the weight of it felt inside your palm, a jagged piece of copper that could keep the evening calm. Now it's sitting on a dresser in a city far away, or buried in a pocket of a coat you threw away. But my ears are tuned to frequencies that only heartbreaks know, waiting for the turning of a ghost who let me go. I think I hear a footstep, I think I hear a click, but it's just the house settling or a cruel and heavy trick. I'm living for the echo of your key in the lock, that phantom metal shiver at 6:30 on the clock. Ghost of a honey, I'm home, never arrive. It's the loudest sound in the universe, the one I'll never hear. Just the echo of your key ringing in my ear. I'd change the deadbolt if I had the strength to let it end. I'd change the deadbolt if I had the strength to let it end. But then I'd have no doorway for the maybes to descend. So I keep the lock thirsty and I keep the hallway bright, like a lighthouse for a ship that sank on a perfectly clear night. Click. No, that was the heater. Click. No, that was the rain. Every sound is a promise, every silence is a pain. The key, the lock, the echo. The engine's idling in the driveway alone, steady thrum. I'm chewing on the bitter grit of what we both become. I didn't pack a suitcase, I didn't leave a note. Just the weight of every should've been hanging in my throat. The dashboard clock is ticking, bomb, I'm about to go. The street lights are all blinking what I already know. No more looking in the rearview, no more looking at the past. I'm burning through the oxygen, I'm running out of gas. And the exit sign glows red against the black, telling me there's no way back. It's the only light that's left to lead me through the dark. The final glowing ember of a long extinguished spark. I'm following the color of a warning and a scream, waking up the architecture of a broken dream. Yeah, the exit sign glows red. It's a neon invitation to the lonely open road, a crimson liberation from this heavy, crushing load. I see it in the theater, I see it in the hall. The only honest thing that's written on the wall. It doesn't promise happy, it doesn't promise home. It just promises a highway where I'm free to be alone. I'm shifting into gear now, I'm letting out the clutch, leaving all the things I love but couldn't learn to touch. And the exit sign glows red against the black, telling me there's no way back. It's the only light that's left to lead me through the dark. The final glowing ember of a long extinguished spark. I'm following the color of a warning and a scream, waking up the architecture of a broken dream. Yeah, the exit sign glows red. Green means go, but red means leave. Red is the color of the blood on my sleeve. Red is the finish line, red is the flare. Red is the proof that I was actually there. Crossing the line, the silence is yours now, the road is all mine. Just that glow. The calendar is lying, it says the spring has come, but I'm still freezing in the place that I fled from. The dogwoods are in blight, a blizzard of petals in the middle of the light. Check my watch at noon just as the shadows move, trying to unknow the version of me you approved. The clock hand stuttered once, then it seemed to freeze between the rustle of the grass and the shaking of my knees. Oh, it was the longest minute in May, the 60 seconds where you threw it all away. I watched the pollen swirl while I choked upon the final words you said. The world kept spinning but was forced to stay in the frozen architecture. tiny golden witness to a giant sudden grief. I memorized the pattern of the sunlight on your sleeve, the exact numeric second that you turn to leave. Funny how the winter can happen in the heat and leave a man shivering on a sun-drenched street. I'm waiting for the tick, I'm waiting for the talk, but I'm still standing paralyzed in the middle of the block. Oh, it was the longest minute in May, the 60 seconds where you threw it all away. I watched the pollen swirl while I choked upon the final words you said. The world kept spinning but was forced to stay in the frozen architecture of the longest minute in May. 60 heartbeats that felt like 60 years, a lifetime of salt in a handful of tears. If time is a river, then I've hit the dam, and I don't recognize the ghost of who I am. The sun is still high, the birds are still loud, but I'm just a shadow looking for a cloud. Still in that minute, still in that May, waiting for the clock to take the pain away. Just one more second. I bought a pack of vistas from a rack in the corner store, pictures of the canyons and the places you'd adore. I sat down at a table in a cafe built for two and stared at the blank white space where I should be talking to you. The stamp is sitting ready, the ink is in the pen, but I'm writing to a person I'll never see again. The view is stunning on the front, but the back is just a void, a landscape of the wreckage of the things that I destroyed. And they're just unwritten postcards to no one, sent to an address that's faded in the sun. Wish you were here, so I leave the lines empty and I give the lies a rest. No how are yous, no I'm doing fine, just a cardboard confession of a broken design. Unwritten postcards to no one. I imagine writing Paris, I imagine writing Rome, but every word I think of just sounds like come back home. I describe the way the light hits the cathedral in the square, but I forget to mention that you aren't actually there. So I stack them in a shoebox, a paper mountain tall, a history of journeys that I didn't take at all. I'm checking every mailbox for a ghost of a reply, but the only thing that's coming is the wind across the sky. And they're just unwritten postcards to no one, sent to an address that's faded in the sun. Wish you were here, so I leave the lines empty and I give the lies a rest. No how are yous, no I'm doing fine, just a cardboard confession of a broken design. Unwritten postcards to no one. Maybe one day I'll just toss them to the breeze, let the wind take the secrets to the mountains and the seas. Let the birds read the stories of the man I couldn't be, since there's nobody left who's waiting for a message back from me.
No return address, no signature, just the gloss of a sunset on a piece of paper. Wish you were, never mind, postcards to no one.
I'm checking the tan spap on your last good night, watching the screen till the blue turns to white. The coffee is cold and the kitchen is still. I'm waiting for footsteps and never quite will come down the hallway or stop at the mat. How do we go from forever to that? I'm a radio signal lost in the rain, searching for peace on a channel of pain. You took the map and you took all the keys and left me here shaking and down on my knees. Why you leave me alone, like a house with the power gone out? Why you leave me alone, wrapped in the shadows of doubt? You don't know I miss the way that you breathe. You don't know I miss the heart on your sleeve. I'm a ghost in the house that we built as a throne, baby. Why you leave me alone? I went to the market and bought enough for two. I'm still out here living like I'm part of you. I see a red car and my heart skips a beat, thinking I'll see your face on every street. But the passenger seat is a desert of space, and I'm just a memory you're trying to erase. I'm a radio signal lost in the rain, searching for peace on a channel of pain. You took the map and you took all the keys and left me here shaking and down on my knees. Why you leave me alone, like a house with the power gone out? Why you leave me alone, wrapped in the shadows of doubt? You don't know I miss the way that you breathe. You don't know I miss the heart on your sleeve. I'm a ghost in the house that we built as a throne, baby. Why you leave me alone? I missed you as a bullet that stays in the gun. I missed you as a race that I've already won. But there's no one to cheer and there's no one to see the hollowed out version of what's left of me. If you knew how I'm missing the us that we were, would you come back or stay in the blood? Just leave me alone. I'm standing on the riverbank with a handful of regret, trying to ignite a fire on a timber that is wet. I struck a dozen sticks against the phosphorescent stone, determined to incinerate the path that led me home. But the rain is coming down in sheets, a cold and steady gray, and the wood is soaked in every tear I've shed since yesterday. It won't catch, it won't flare, it just hisses in the dark. A bitter soul is searching for a revelatory spark. Oh, its bridges burn with wet matches. No spectacular explosion, no blinding flash of light, just a slow and steady rotting of the ways you never said to me. I wanna watch it crumble, I wanna see the sky turn red, but I'm stuck upon the crossing of the things we left unsaid. You think a love this toxic would go up in a roar, like gasoline and lightning dancing on the valley floor. But it's heavy and it's out of rated coat, and the weight of all this history is keeping me afloat. I'm striking till my thumbs are raw, I'm begging for a flame, but the water's got a memory and it's whispering your name. The sulfur's in my fingernails, the damp is in my bones. I'm building up a funeral pyre out of paving stones. Oh, its bridges burn with wet matches. No spectacular explosion, no blinding flash of light, just a slow and steady rotting of the ways you never said to me. I wanna watch it crumble, I wanna see the sky turn red, but I'm stuck upon the crossing of the things we left unsaid. Maybe some things aren't meant to burn, they're only meant to rust, to settle in the sediment and settle in the dust. There's no big finish coming, no curtain call in sight, just a soggy pile of lumber in the middle of the night. beaches are frayed. I'm still on the bridge, I'm still on the bridge. I guess I'm staying here. Sizzle, sizzle, fade. I see the notification, but I never swipe to see another memory popping up of who I used to be. I'm skipping all the playlists that carry your vibrations, building up a fortress out of miscommunication. I've blocked my own reflection in the hallway mirror pane, 'cause I can't stand the person who let you go down the drain. I'm read but I'm not responding to the pulse inside my chest. I'm putting every feeling to a forced and final rest. I'm ghosting my own heart, I'm leaving it unseen, living in the gray space, somewhere in between. I won't answer the knock and I won't answer the ache. I'm haunting my own hallways for both our spirits' sake, leaving myself hanging in the dark and in the cold, ghosting my own heart before it gets too old. I walk into the kitchen and I smell the ghost of tea. I see the empty chair where my conscience sits with me. It asks me where the spark went, it asks me why I lied, but I just turn the ringer off and find a place to hide. I'm a stranger to my rhythm, I'm a phantom in my skin. I won't let the regret come in and tell me where I've been. Yeah, I'm read but I'm not responding to the static in my head. I'm acting like the best parts of us are already dead. I'm ghosting my own heart, I'm leaving it unseen, living in the gray space, somewhere in between. I won't answer the knock and I won't answer the ache. I'm haunting my own hallways for both our spirits' sake, leaving myself hanging in the dark and in the cold, ghosting my own heart before it gets too old. You say you can't run from the things that you feel, but I've become an expert at making it unreal. No signal, no service, no blood in the wire, just a cold, quiet room and a burnt out desire. From the way we were, I'm the ghost, just a ghost in the machine, ghosting my own heart, blue light fading, fading out. The nib is scratching circles on a page that's turning gray. I've got 1,000 I love yous, trapped in 1,000 different ways. The trash can is a graveyard for the drafts I couldn't send, full of jagged little sentences where I tried to make amends. My fingers carry stains now, a permanent shade of blue, a map of every letter that I failed to get to you. The ink is flowing heavy, but the words are coming thin. I'm trying to bleed the sorrow out from underneath my skin. It's just ink and apologies spilling on the floor. I'm trying to write a bridge back to your door, but the more I try to fix it, the more the paper tears. I'm drowning in the grammar of these wasted lonely years, a symphony of sorry played on broken key. The ink and apologies, there's nothing left of me. I wrote about the night in June, the way the streetlights hummed. I wrote about the coward that I've finally become. I crossed out every if and but I circled every why. I'm trying to find the punctuation for a long goodbye, but the ink, it starts to smudge when the tears begin to fall. Now it's just a blur of charcoal grief against a whitewashed wall. I'm measuring the margin, I'm checking every line, but you can't edit out the fact that you're no longer mine. It's just drain the fountain pen until the reservoir was dry, and leave the pages empty so we'd never have to cry. Just a bottle of regret and a pen that's lost its light. I'm signing off in shadows in the middle of the night. Ink and apologies, ink and apologies. I'm sitting on the kitchen floor with a yellow legal pad, dividing up the life we had from the life we could have had. It's a ledger of the moments that never quite caught fire, a catalog of Sundays and a balance sheet of desire. I've got a gallery of photos where we both look so confused. I'm adding up the later-ons and give me one more day, calculating in exactly how we threw it all away. It's an inventory of every almost we ever made, the shadow, the foundations that we never really laid. Almost moved to the coast, almost bought that silver ring, almost said the words would have changed everything. Now I'm staring at the totals and the debt is way too high, living in the almost until the day I die. Item 4, the garden that we never got to plant. Item, I'm sorry that I tried to say but can't. There's the house with the porch that night, inside the pouring rain. I've got a box of nearlies and a drawer of clothes enoughs. It's amazing how much weight you find in all this ghostly stuff. I'm checking off the promises that died upon the tongue, counting all the songs that stay forever to be sung. It's an inventory of every almost we ever made, the shadow, the foundations that we never really laid. Almost moved to the coast, almost bought that silver ring, almost said the words would have changed everything. Now I'm staring at the totals and the debt is way too high, living in the almost until the day I die. Almost is a cruel word, it's a tease and it's a lie. It's the space between the hello and the final cold goodbye. It's the yes that stayed and maybe it's the stay that turned to go. The most expensive lesson that I'll ever have to know. For the road, almost told you I was sinking like a footprint in the sand. The list goes on forever. Almost. The moon is pulling at the tide inside my kitchen sink. It's getting harder every day to breathe or even think. The hallway's turning into coral, the carpet's turning sand. I'm losing every solid thing I held within my hand. I tried to keep the window shut, I tried to bolt the door, but the ocean of your absence is seeping through the floor. I'm drifting past the pictures of the life we used to lead, watching all the colors wash away and start to bleed. And I'm singing saltwater lullabies to the ghost of you, drowning in the violet and the deep forgotten blue. The rhythm of the wreckage is the only song I know, as I'm sinking to the places where the heavy shadows grow, rocking with the current hums beneath the heavy skies, caught in the middle of these saltwater lullabies. There's a silver school of sorry swimming circles round my head, telling me the secrets of the things we never said. I used to fear the pressure, used to fear the dark below, but there's a comfort in the silence when you finally let go. The anchor of your memory is tied around my waist, but the salt has washed the bitters into a softer taste. Down here the heartbeats sound like drums in a distant room. Down here the wreckage is a garden starting to bloom. No more screaming at the wind, no more fighting with the shore. Just the swaying of the seaweed on the lonely ocean floor. It's a secret that the 7 seas are gonna have to keep. Just drift, just sway, lullaby.